Hello everybody, Kenny with Outdoor Home with another live cooking demonstration coming to you from Outdoor Home today. Pretty excited about this one today. I'm going to do a different spin on a recipe, one I haven't tried and one I have tried. But today is Thursday and we are 16 days away from our virtual Egg Fest. And I said virtual Egg Fest because this year, normally on that Saturday at the end of the month, we would have 1,000 people here doing samples in a big festival. So that can't go on, but we're doing it virtually. We've had some submissions on videos already, and we'll talk about that here in a minute of how we're going to have cooking teams submit the videos. But today's recipe, we'll get started talking. We're going to do a beer butt chicken. A lot of people are familiar with that, involving the beer can, and then a new twist on it, we're going to do a wine butt chicken. And we'll show you how that's going to work here. Those chickens are resting a little bit. Let's take a look at our setup, though, so everybody knows. If you're new to the Big Green Egg, or you're a pro, or maybe you're lucky enough that one of these eggs might be yours if you've purchased an Egg Fest egg, these are brand new shiny eggs. You can see, never been cooked on before until today. Nothing has ever been in there until today. But we need Egg Fest eggs to do these demos and show you how you can cook on this. So somebody's going to be lucky enough to go home with this egg Thursday, Friday, or Saturday at the end of the month when we would normally have our Egg Fest. It'll be either picked up or delivered. So you might know if you purchased one. Maybe it's a surprise and you don't know. You might be getting one of these. So we're set up at 350 degrees today, indirect. So I've got my convector in there over the charcoal. In this case, I put a drip pan. We're going to do something a little different. We'll show you on this one. So that drip pan is there just to catch all the drippings from the chicken so that we don't get all that on top of the convector. Won't hurt a thing, but if all those juices get on that convector the next time maybe you're baking biscuits for breakfast or something, don't really want to taste leftover chicken in that scenario. So to set up for 350, we've shown this a few times, one finger opening there at the bottom and just about the same on the top. We'll cruise at 350 degrees and that would go all day. We're only going to need about an hour and a half for these. We've got similar setup here. Both of these are Egg Fest eggs, so how does that work? Well, we've got two sizes. These are large Egg Fest eggs. We also have some extra large left over. But all an Egg Fest egg is normally it would be cooked on by cooking teams that would hand out samples. This year that part of the show can't go on the same, so we're actually doing the cooking. This will be cooking chicken today, and then we're going to shut these down, make sure they're good and cleaned up, roll them back in the warehouse, put the tag back on it. Those will be picked up at the end of the month. The cool thing is, it's a way to save some money, folks. You can save this 20% off. You get the egg, the convector, the nest. You've got a bag of charcoal, your starter sticks. You're going to go home and cook that night when you get it. You save 20%, you still get the lifetime warranty. It's a heck of a deal, and your time is running out. We only have 16 days, and we cut it off a little bit before then. And once we run out of things to cook on here, we don't need these eggs anymore, so we're going to have to stop at some point. I wouldn't wait much longer. So let's get started on what we're going to do today. I've got a couple whole fryer chickens. We're going to do beer butt chicken. And before I start touching the chicken, we're going to do open a can of beer. In this case, we have Mother's Little Helper, solid IPA made locally. When you open a can of beer, there's always one little problem, and that's the beer's kind of full, so you need to, I'm going to pour this, make a mess of course, but we need to get some of that beer out of there. And I don't want to drink out of the can because I'm going to share with Aaron's on the camera today, so we might have a little sip of that in a minute. But I don't want that full can of beer in there, so I get rid of some of that. So we're going to start with the beer butt chicken that a lot of people are going to be familiar with. First off, I'll get my setup here. I've got the can. You got different ways you can do this. We're going to show you two different ways. This little contraption is pretty cool. It folds up for easy storage. What I can do is actually, it holds the can. So if you've ever done this before and had the can tip over right in the middle of the cook, that's never any fun. So that actually locks into place, and that can's going nowhere. I've got a place to put my chicken once I'm ready there. This one is going to go in here where I don't have a drip pan, so all the drippings coming off the chicken are just going to this, and then I can wash that. I'm going to set this here actually for now. And then let's just show the setup on this one. We have a can of, didn't even know they made canned wine until just a few months ago, Pinot Grigio is the choice today. Eat that one with that bird. So the cool thing when you do the ceramic, this is a Big Green Egg product here. They make one for turkeys and they make one for chicken. This is the small one for chicken. The cool thing with this is you can put anything in there. You can add your juices, that type of thing. You don't necessarily have to have a can. So even though we have the canned wine, we're just going to fill this up. In this case with the wine, I'm looking forward to trying the difference in these two. And that'll hold the whole can. Nothing left there. Sorry, Aaron.
Oh.
You don't want some wine first thing this morning. Okay, so that one's ready to go, and that's going to sit in the first one. We'll get our chicken season. We're going to do the sweet and smoky. Be a good pairing with the Pinot wine. All I did with this was rinse these off and then do a really good job patting them dry. A lot of people think I do think you get a better crust on the end result product. And it's the whole bird here, so we want to go pretty heavy on the seasoning. Notice we're on this, these are really handy with these disposable cutting boards. Makes this less mess, super easy cleanup. We got both chickens, we got a couple different sizes. You can buy these individually, or you can buy a 30-pack right here at Outdoor Home. I'll use one to prep, I might use one when I pull them off to carve. It just makes cleanup easy. So there's our sweet and smoky big green egg seasoning. All right, that one's ready to go on here. Just set that right in the middle. And that wine's going to heat up in there, and it's going to steam this chicken from the inside out. And then this will slide right over the top. You want to do that before you, some people might want to preheat that, but that makes this a little more of a challenge. And just make sure he's on there good and tight. I'm going to put a little more seasoning on the top there where my hands kind of disturbed it. There we go. He's sitting up nice and pretty. That's going to cook for about an hour and a half. The Pinot Grigio wine inside there that's going to cook through the chicken. We'll drop that down and we'll move over and change gloves just so we're changing seasonings here. Okay, so now we're going to do the traditional beer butt chicken. So the sweet and smoky, I've got using the citrus and dill. That's going to be a good choice. I love this stuff. Big green egg, citrus and dill seasoning. So we're going to season this really good. People hear that a lot of times, like, oh, I don't like dill. I'm telling you, don't be discouraged on trying this one just because it says dill if you're not a fan. There's not a whole lot in there. And this stuff is just great on chicken, it's great on fish. It's one of my favorite seasonings that we offer. We have over 80, is it over 80 seasonings inside the store?
Over 80 seasonings and sauces in our smoke and fire room.
And we're back to, you can actually try it before you buy it. You can actually buy what we call a rub cup, where you just go home with 2 ounces. You can go home with 2 ounces of this stuff, just enough to do your dinner tonight. See if you like it before you buy the whole container. You can buy your smoking woods. We didn't choose to put any smoking woods today. We're just gonna have that charcoal flavor, but you could use any apple or any wood that you want. So that guy's ready to go now. I want to put him over the can here.
And switch your sides. So
as you can see, same type setup. It's gonna slide right over the can. And this way, we're not going to have to worry about coming out here later and find out that the can tipped over. He's going nowhere. Just going to make sure he's right there in the center of the drip pan. Hit some more seasoning on the outside. These are going to go, you could put a temperature probe in there if you want to. I'm just going to come back and check on them in an hour or so, but normally about an hour and a half. We'll let you know exactly at the end of the video how it's going to turn out. So this one, he's going in here. We just put him right there in the center. Okay, we're going to let that cook and then just talk about a couple more things. We've mentioned the chef competition, and actually it's not really even chef. If you're a backyard, if you cook anything in your backyard, you should record a video and submit it. It's worth a shot. and you got a chance to win. The winner of the Excellent Backyard Chef competition is going to win a brand new Mini Max egg. We've had a couple entries already. The second one just got posted yesterday, so that's really cool. Thank you, Bob, for submitting that. We had Jacob do it a couple weeks ago. We've got some more on the way. So send those to us. There's a link on the website that'll get you exactly how to get that to Aaron. We'll help you piece it together if it's a video that's multiple segments on your cook. What a great time to get out in the backyard and actually show your favorite recipe, and you got a chance to win a Mini Max, so don't forget to do that. And last but not least, we've got finally some exciting news, the Show Us Your Space photo competition. So if you have a big green egg, show us your setup, whether it's your egg, maybe it looks just like this, maybe your egg is in a table, maybe it's a custom built table, maybe you've got one of the cool cooking islands, maybe you've got an outdoor kitchen. Maybe your egg is portable and you've got a Mini Max that you take to the lake and to the beach, on vacation, to the races, wherever you go. Take a picture of your big green egg, and we'd love to see you in the picture as well. Submit that. Wait till the truck goes by. Submit that picture, and anybody that submits a picture is in the drawing to win a 200 after the bike. Gotta love Live TV. Last try here. Anybody that submits a picture of any kind of them with their big green egg is entered in the contest to win a $250 gift card to Outdoor Home. So, man, you talk about having a jump start on some new accessories for your big green egg, or maybe a new big green egg in general. That's the way to do it. So, we'll come back here in a little bit. The cool thing about this recipe, it's going to take about an hour and a half to cook. It took me about as long as it took the eggs to get up to 350 degrees to prep that chicken. The egg is now ready. We threw it in there. So if you're working today, like I said, football season, I think I mentioned that already, football season starts today. So what a great meal. You could get home, fire up your egg, get this chicken on by the time the kickoff on the Chiefs-Texans game tonight is going. Man, you got a delicious meal that's going to be coming off. So we'll show you the finished product here in a minute. Okay, so it's been an hour and 20 minutes on my watch. We are good to go. So first off here is this was the, I keep trying to say beer. This is wine butt, we'll call it wine butt chicken. And I'm just gonna get a reading, just make sure we're good to go. Oops. These are handy. 165, 170, yeah, we're actually a little bit over there. It'll be just fine. It is hard to dry out chicken on a big green egg, so this will be a good demonstration. I could remove the whole thing there if I want to with the ceramic. I'm going to try and actually get the bird off of there. These are handy to have. You can use this to pull pork, but then you can also ask you to really get a good grip on the chicken. I'll try not to drip juices on this Egg Fest egg that somebody's going to get here in 16 days. So I'm going to let that rest for just a minute and cool down, and we'll get the other one. That is the wine. So we had the Pinot Grigio wine inside the container. I have never tried that. Probably cooked over 100 beer butt chickens in my life, but never tried the wine. So looking forward to seeing what that's like. We're done there. We just close the egg draft drawer, top and bottom. We'll let that cool down before we remove it. And that is an Egg Fest egg now. We'll take one more peek. That's it. That pan's going to come out of here. It's still good as new. Somebody save 20% and get this in 16 days, and they'll never be the same. Same thing here, Egg Fest egg. We will double check our temp here. So this was the Little Helper IPA. Beautiful, 164 and a half. 165 is the target. By the time I get done talking, it'll be there. So this, it's like have these handy gloves on. I'm just gonna go ahead and remove this and let it rest in the pan. When it cools down, we'll get into that one as well. So that was seasoned with the citrus and dill. They now call it citrus and herb. If you don't like dill, then get the citrus and herb. Same stuff, just without the dill on the label, but it is good stuff. With the beer. The beer does just a little bit about beer butt chicken. Again, we cooked to 165. If you're letting it rest, you could actually stop at 160 degrees. It's going to come up that 5 degrees while it rests. So no issue there whatsoever. The beer does make a difference. So depending on how much beer flavor you want, you get down toward that center of the chicken, you will actually taste the beer. Had somebody challenge me thinking that it really didn't matter whether you use cheap beer, good beer. what type of beer, that type of thing. So I tried it one time and had a pumpkin beer and actually cooked a beer butt chicken with pumpkin beer. Would not recommend that. You actually could taste the pumpkin in the chicken, and it was not a good thing, but it did kind of show that the beer does matter. So I think good strong pale ales, your IPAs, anything with some good flavor is going to help. And of course it's steaming. You can still see it steaming out the top. All right, I'll take these gloves off. Put a couple of these on. It might help a little bit. That's going to be hot on that chicken, but we got to try this. I've been dying to try. Pinot Grigio wine butt chicken. It's the only thing I know to call it.
It smells really, really good.
I'm looking forward to seeing if you can actually taste it. I do like Pinot Grigio wine. I'm looking forward to seeing if that if we get some of that flavor. It's starting to rain on us here, but we're going to keep going. So you can see, an hour and 20-minute cook there. It took maybe about 20 minutes to prep it. So football season starts tonight. If you're a Chiefs or a Texans fan, it's on at 7 o'clock tonight, I believe. So you still got time. You can still go by the store on your way home, get this, get your ingredients, and have a delicious meal. I'm going to carve just a little bit off the breast here so you can kind of see. Look at that juice. Are you kidding me? Nothing cooks chicken like a big green egg. Get a chunk of this meat out here. I lost some of the skin, but so juicy.
Snag one.
Wow, that's different.
Yeah.
Totally getting a little bit of the wine on that.
Yeah, it's not overpowering. It tastes good.
I'm gonna try a little bite with the skin. Okay, I almost came to a complete stop watching. I don't know what the heck we're doing out here. Cooking in the rain. Oh, I love this. Seasoning on the outside too with the wine. Yeah. Man, I'm picking out. I must be hungry. So, we're gonna carve this up. Make a nice little treat for our staff today. A little small lunch. Just don't forget, we'll post in the comments. Aaron will put in the comments of the of this video all the links for the information, because remember, you got the three components going for our virtual Egg Fest this year. First thing, Egg Fest eggs. Still got a chance to get those. 20% off, large and extra large. All the information is on the website. Don't wait too much longer. We don't have that many of these left. So that, if you're thinking about competing, you want to put your recipe together, put a video together, you'll have a link for that. Get that done. And then last but not least, the new Show Us Your Space photo competition. We'll put a link for that. So get out there and take a picture of your egg, you with your egg, whatever. Any entry with you in the egg, show us your space, you're automatically entered to win in a random drawing. So we're going to finish carve this up, and we'll see you again on the next video. Thanks for watching.